Here I want to talk about the genius element of the Avoid Improvise drive. When I was working with the development of the ID, initially I could see that there were talents associated with each instinct. But as I got more experience with them all, I found that there was this like genius-like component attached to each drive as well. I saw it with one drive and then thought, well, if it's true with one drive, it must be true with the other four, or if you like, the 8 directions of the drives. And I found that when I started to see this genius piece, I defined them as having like a white belt level and a black belt level. The white belt was where you sort of look at it and think, well, to the person themselves, it doesn't really feel that special. They sort of go, but surely anyone could do this. And whilst anyone could do it, I found that people didn't do it consistently and do it as well as the people who actually had that instinct. And then the black belt level of genius was for the sort of trait that would play out where you go, oh my gosh, that is incredible. You know, like almost like a psychic ability. How does that person do that? And unless you had that drive, you wouldn't be able to do that even as a one-off. It just wasn't your domain. Whereas it would be something that the person with that instinct would do really consistently and had this incredible power about it. So when I think about that for the Avoid Improvise drive, what I would call the white belt level of genius is taking the risks and pressure out of things, or seeing the risks first of all, but then doing the things to mitigate the risk or to take the pressure off. And you just do it naturally. You don't make a big song and dance about it, whether that be just doing things in advance so that everyone knows, whether it's, you know, just doing things low key so it doesn't sort of cause a lot of alarm or a lot of emotion. It just takes the pressure off. And it's a really nice, calming trait that you bring to the table. It not only makes sure things get done, but it means they get done without all the stress, without all the pressure. Now, sometimes you absorb that pressure, not just take it off, you absorb it personally. And I think a lot of people don't realize sometimes how much you take on in order to keep that pressure off of other people. The key there is you want to make sure you've got some sort of pressure release yourself, whether that be through exercise or doing something sort of that's a decompression, activity that takes that pressure off you. The second level of genius, what I'd call the black belt level of genius for the Avoid Improvise drive, is your ability to deliver. No matter how exhausted you feel, no matter how frustrated you are about something, no matter how demotivated you even are, if it's a promise that's been made or a responsibility that you have or an obligation, you deliver. You step up and deliver time and time again. And I know even when I look at people like that, because I'm not that way, I'm a 7 in improvise. So when I look at people who, no matter how they felt emotionally, are able to still just do the task, and not only do it, but do it to a really classy level of excellence, that to me is a genius level of talent and innate ability that comes with the Avoid Improvise drive. So my message to you is, even if it's the white belt level of genius of just, mitigating the risks and taking the pressure off, whereas you think, well, anyone could have done that. That's not that special. Yep, they could have done it, but they don't. And they don't do it consistently, certainly not the way you do. And then with the black belt level of being able to just deliver as promised, as expected, time and again, regardless of your own emotional connection or emotional state, that is something that is truly special. Understand it about yourself, own it, and use it. Have the confidence that it's something that really is a hallmark of your success, something that comes with you, it comes through you, and when you're in the room, when you're on and in stride, this is what stands out about what you bring to the table. It is the genius within you.